Tell me, did you ever hear of Ween?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, what did you hear about Ween? I play all the instruments, and what we do is when we play live, I pre-record all of the instruments on a portable studio 4-track tape recorder, if you're familiar with that. And I play guitar live over the bass and drum tracks, and Gene sings. And so it's kind of neat because there's about there's a world of noise.
It was 88 or 89. I think they opened for Fugazi and Henry Rollins, and that was the night they got booed off the stage, actually. You gotta go!
What's the proverb, asshole? What are you saying? What? Drums? Who are you? Hey, that's Papa Gene Ween, you fucker! Hey, man! Come on! Yeah! Everybody, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! We don't have any more songs!
Out of nowhere, out of a total musical vacuum, out of total darkness comes one ray of light. And it's fucking Ween.
There's still two people on a tape machine. I thought it was ridiculous. The most ridiculous, retarded thing I ever saw in my entire life.
My wife's back. My brother's in. I don't care. I drink a lot. All you people, live or not. I don't care. I drink a lot.
If you own the Ween album, the crucial squeegee lip, it opens with a talk of how we were in Mrs. Slack's room in typing class when we first sighted Boognish from out the window. This is the typing room if you want to look in. There's computers in there now. And this window is the window through which Boognish was first sighted out here in the courtyard. We both sat over there, and A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, Sam, space. And we have to do that. A, Q, A, Z, A, space.
To be specifically in typing class with keyboards and had those songs at the same time, out the window, standing in the courtyard of the high school. So immediately we canceled all of our plans for that day, and when school ended, Aaron came over, and we put down what Boognish told us on tape in the form of music. And that was the perfect Ween.
We used to get together and, just throw together everything onto a cassette and just listen to it, listen to everything we've done. And I mean, the whole basis of Ween is to make cassettes for good friends of ours, maybe like 5 or 6 of our friends. Songs that, we know these songs will get these people off, and we just give it to them. We know they appreciate it. That's why Ween started originally. I mean, the rest is...
Right in your car. Hi. We're doing a documentary on Ween.
On what? On Ween.
We're doing a documentary on Ween. We'd like you
I thought Ween broke up.
Tell us all you know about Ween. Go ahead.
Wait, I thought Ween broke up. Wait.
Tell us all you know about Ween.
Mickey, I thought Ween broke up.
Tell us all you know about Ween.
You get two different stories. Oh, they're great, or they're the band that plays without a drummer.
What do you know about Ween?
Ween is the mistress.
Ween. I know that Mick is in Ween.
Aaron too.
and it has 3 letters that are also in weed.
You fucked up! You bitch! You really fucked up! You fucked up! You slimy little shit bitch! Well, it gets me over, but now you'll pay! You fucked up!
The thing I always tell people about Ween in those days, and it's amazing because they were so freaking young, but they were as much, if not more, a comedy act than a musical act. I mean, they were just hilariously funny.
What is Ween all about to you? What do you know about Ween?
They're a good group.
And the being of light said that was black and white, he said unto them, spread the word, Boognish, for Boognish you follow, and Boognish shall be always with you.
The manager,
tour manager.
Tour
Not
manager?
It was a snowy day in Cleveland. It was, right after Halloween. And it had snowed and it was really cold. And not that many people came. Only about 250, I'd say. And so, it was a little whatever. And bummed out, I guess, at the turnout. And they went on stage and it took a couple of songs. And I'm trying to understand what's going on here, not used to tape decks, and by the end of the set, it was blown away. Like, I couldn't believe, like, wow. And the crowd was going crazy.
Yeah, where was your first gig and what kind of place was it?
It was in a bedroom.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's in Scott Lowe's bedroom in Solebury, Pennsylvania.
Scott Lowe, no, the name sounds familiar. He's
on our records, actually.
Right, okay.
Yeah, he's on
Scott Lowe, he's a big radio guy, too.
I say, he's a big DJ.
Yeah, he is now.
Yes.
That's right, he's a big star.
Yes, he is. And if he's one of the best.
He introduced us, actually.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I checked. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The Bedroom Studios, in association with M the D Productions, is pleased to present to you the band that was endorsed to be listened to real loud while making pancakes by Dean Ween. Clan of the DM. Ween! We're not being amplified. Okay.
Now we're gonna try this one more time. If it fucks up, then we're done.
I wanted to know what the official date was that your band started up.
Don't know. I don't know. It was,
I think it was February of 84 or something.
84.
Yeah, 84, I think.
84, 85.
Wow, so you guys been 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started when we were, 14-year-olds.
What was the first song you guys wrote together, you remember?
Yolk. It's called Yolk.
Yolk.
How'd that go? You remember?
It just sucked. I mean,
Really?
Any way you look at it, yeah.
That was great. Okay.
Okay, this is called Yolk.
We like for everybody to have a whole lot of fun. We get pretty ill sometimes at the expense of other people, but...
When exactly did Ween, first take formation?
1984, beginning of 1984.
So it's been a pretty long-lasting
Yeah,
thing.
really, it has, actually. We're only, 18 now. Well, Aaron's 19. I'm 18. Papa Gina, who's not here.
Actually, I talked to a few people. They can't find the Bird of Play record around.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's available by mail, though. It's available, I think I know. It's P.O. Box 39. It's right on that Scornflakes record there, actually.
The Dead Milkmen left for our tour for the Bucky Fellini album, which was in '87. And when we got back from that tour, he was an amazing guitar player. When we left, he was like a noise guitar player or something. But.
Where's your mama? Mama said, who's your papa? Mama said, listen to mama. Mama said, chew tobacco. Mama said, damn, this is not shit. Mama said.
Right after graduation, when those two moved in together, and they had the 4-track set up, and all of a sudden, real music started, actual structured music, and Mickey had been taking guitar lessons.
Got a little girl and flying all mine, we're one and the same, but two of a kind. Get a little diddle with a girl, and the girl just can't say no when the baby says go. Never I went with the eggs, and the bacon and try, we always get by. Walking through the bubble in the middle of the metal, noodles with my baby. Never in the world did a man love a girl like I love my little lady. By the time I work, she's already working, making all her money, go spending on her honey. She clean my back when we stand in the shower. She watches me pee every hour on the hour. Put on your coat, we're going out eating. You pay the bill, yeah, you be cheap. Got no no money, but she don't care. Never in the world did God make a man, no, never in the world did God make a man like you and me. And the cat makes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I do believe it's the best week ever. I stay out late, she ain't just bitch. Sleep all day and she does the dish. No, 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 no. Hot damn, what a woman. I just can't believe how lucky I am.
What are you taping? I don't want to feel the heat of somebody. Hey, Claude.
What's happening, my man?
What's going on?
Not much, you know, I'm just chilling, you know, chilling with my boys in the hood. Playing on little skins, you know what I mean? It's all about money.
How's it feel to be down south?
You know, I feel reconnected, man. I feel in touch with the fucking, you know, the roots, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going back to the beginnings.
They were very poor at the time. Very poor at the time. They were struggling. They kept going and going and recording day in and day out. Night after night, just writing songs. It's all they were focused on. They were in love with that 4-track machine.
When we recorded the pod, that was a real heavy time because Dean had mononucleosis.
When you came into the pod, you told me that something was wrong. Said you was in heaven, no more fun, and you wanted to lick the sun.
The mono thing was probably the best thing that ever happened to our band. Catching mono.
Why was that?
It's a
very humbling experience.
Well, no, we just explored this like outer realm of music that, you know, it's like when the Beatles discovered acid. When we discovered mono, it was like rock and roll will never be the same after that. It's nothing like a a heavily antibiotic mononucleosis guitar solo. You know? It's the best thing in the whole world.
I'd head over there early in the morning, when I knew that both of them were passed out. Like they each had a mattress. There was a 1-bedroom place, and so there was a mattress on either side of the room, and they'd be passed out in both of them. So I'd just kind of let myself in, roll a big fat joint, light it up, and once I got it smoking really well, I'd go into the room and I'd just sit on one of their beds, just blowing hits in their face, and then go to the other one, do that, and then wake them up. And, tell them it's time to get up and start moving. They'd be all sludged out and shit.
Are you sure, Mitch? Yeah, sure. Are you sure, Mitch? Yeah, sure. That's it, go away. Yeah, sure. I'm going for a kiss. I was. Fuck it. Wait, we got one more song yet.
Acquire the field for FRF4, KIK9, DED3, JN, and so forth.